Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be doing some journaling together, and I want to take you through and show you a practice to help you and hopefully inspire you to look back on the past 3 months and then set your goals for the 3 months ahead. So I'm doing this in October, planning the final quarter. I had recorded this originally as part of a longer video with an October plan with me, but I thought it was so long it could be its own standalone video on its own. So I'm actually using in this a few of our different sticker designs, and one of them that I'm using here is one that I created as part of the first ever April sticker subscription, and it has actually been on my mind to create a pack which will really help you kind of guide you through this whole process as well, for sort of reviewing and setting your goals for 3 months ahead. So let me know if that would be of interest to you and if you would like to see that as a separate journaling kit. Anyway, so getting into this then, this is such a brilliant practice to get into the habit of doing, because it's so uplifting to review your progress and really celebrate those wins. So a couple of things I've really picked out here are the things that you're proud of achieving in the past 3 months, and also times when you really got outside of your comfort zone. One of the reasons that is so empowering is because when you come to set your goals for the 3 months ahead, and maybe you're feeling a little bit like there's a bit of nervousness there, like, oh, can I actually take this action? Having that reminder that last month or 2 months ago you did something that was really, really outside of your comfort zone, you survived, and that, yeah, you could definitely do it again. So hopefully that will be something that really kind of inspires you to take the next step and kind of keep pushing yourself to the next level. Reviewing as well, just generally what your wins were over the past 3 months. What's your progress been towards those big goals? So if you set yourself 12 months goals or just really big things that you want to achieve, looking back and thinking about like how far you've come. And especially this is such a good practice to get into if you're not quite where you want to be yet. Just reminding yourself of all the brilliant progress you have made is a brilliant way to actually feel motivated and inspired and empowered as well. The other thing that we're doing here is having a think about our things that we've learned over the past 3 months. So as you can see here, I'm kind of writing down a few things, and this really, the sort of page that I'm putting together right now is very much focused on professional goals. So I'm thinking about my business in this context, but I definitely recommend you to think about your personal goals as well. So thinking about those, any breakthroughs that you've had, any personal breakthroughs, the things that you've learned about yourself as well in the past 3 months. And also, of course, thinking about, well, what skills have I learned? What new things have I maybe done at work that I've not done before? Even again, if it's small, it doesn't matter. Get it all down on the list. Growing is something that feels really good, and looking back on our growth and our personal development is such a brilliant way to just get that kind of real motivation boost. As humans, we're meant to keep growing and learning and evolving, so it's a really brilliant thing to do. In this, I'm bringing together lots of different stickers from various packs actually that we've created throughout the past few months. So here I'm using some of the florals from our Be Kind collection kit. Also got a little quote box down there from The Future is Bright, which again was an April design, and I think is your favourite still. Lots of you seem to really love that one. I'm also here using some of our October sort of Mystic Garden stickers as well, just to really decorate up lift the page, because we're all about creating pages in our journals that we can look back on and that really celebrate all of those achievements. And it's a really lovely thing to do as well, just to sort of sit down, have a play around, get creative. It just makes this whole experience a lot more fun and a lot more enjoyable as well. One of the things that is going to make this so much easier as well is if you are writing down your achievements and your wins each week in your planner or your journal. So if you follow me for a while, you'll know that in our weekly planners, there's space for you to write down your wins this week. And I also encourage you to write down your achievements as well on a weekly basis in your journal. Being able to go back and look back on these is wonderfully uplifting because you get to relive all of those memories. And also it makes filling out these pages in your journal a lot easier. We have a tendency to focus on all the things that we haven't achieved rather than what we have. Okay, so now we are into part 2 of this exercise, which is setting our goals for the next 3 months. So the first thing to think about is, what are the most important things for you to achieve in the next 3 months? So really focus your mind and think, what are those things? What are the things that, if I can only do 2 things, if I need to achieve 2 goals, what are they going to be? I've always found that actually if you focus, and I know it's really easy to want to achieve loads and loads of different things, and I'm definitely guilty of this. I find it's quite difficult just to focus, but you will get much better results. You definitely get better results when you're more focused. So in my case, I'm listing down here a couple of quite different goals actually, and having a bit of a thought around how I might measure them. So in the first case, one of my big goals for the next 3 months is to make the 12 Days of Christmas product. So let me know if you're signed up in the comments below. The absolute best it can be. I want this to be absolutely brilliant. I want all the designs to absolutely be perfect, the video content to be amazing. I want the packaging to be absolutely top. I just want it to be a totally incredible experience. Measuring that is obviously quite subjective and a little bit tricky, so I have spent some time here thinking about, well, how am I actually going to measure success and make sure that I'm measuring success. So when I come to have a think back and reflect on these in 3 months' time, do I have the positive feedback, and have I got evidence that we actually achieved this goal? For my other goal around growing my YouTube channel, see, it's a bit easier for me to measure success in those cases because I can look at some numbers around subscribers or the amount of views that my videos get. So if you have got a goal which isn't as tangible, definitely think about how you're going to measure your success. The next thing I definitely recommend you do is to have a little think about why these things are important to you and reconnect to that why. Now, if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that I talk about this a lot, and I go into it a bit more in my video on how to create a vision book, which I will post a link up to, so you can check that out if you haven't done this before. But really, when you're writing down your why in terms of setting out your 3-month goals, these should kind of almost be a refresher. You should almost not really have to think about it, but actually taking the time to think about it and write it down again is brilliant motivation. It gets you really focused on those things you want to achieve, and it reminds you of why you want to achieve them as well. One of the other things you'll see me doing here is just setting out some new ideas I would like to test and try. These aren't major focuses, as you can see, because I haven't kind of made them major in the journal, but I like to sort of spend some time thinking about sort of what are some of the new ideas that I want to explore, and what are some of the new ideas I want to try. In this case, again, this journal spread is very sort of focused around professionals, so I'm thinking about the designs that I want to have a go with and develop, and thinking about that. But you could also list out any ideas that you want to try around experiences you want to have. Maybe it's books you want to read, maybe it's restaurants you want to visit, or places you want to go to, or places you want to travel, or some of your financial goals. It can be really anything, but it's quite nice to sort of spend some time kind of listing out some of those things that you want to maybe have a go at or try. So as you can see here, I'm decorating the spread with really similar stickers actually to the other page. I just love those little bees. I'm absolutely obsessed with them. I stick them everywhere. They're so cute. And actually, one of the things I thought when I was creating this spread was that I want to make more little stickers. I think that will, because they're so cute. They just fit in everywhere. They just add so much more specialness to your journal pages. Anyway, a little sticker love aside, another great thing to think about is setting a bit of an intention around how you want to show up. So one of the things that I've written down there is around kind of being even more authentic and even more me, and showing up even more authentically. So you might want to set an intention around something that's going to help you to actually achieve some of these goals. So it could be around being more organised, or being more self-disciplined. So again, just have a think about whether there are any intentions you want to set around achieving those goals, or really, like I often say, who do you need to become to achieve some of these things? So I really hope you've enjoyed this little journaling session we've done together. Let me know if you have enjoyed it, and I will shoot more of these. I will tell you as well, this voiceover has been so technically difficult to record. I think I'm on about try number 10, so I'm really praying that this one actually works, because I've been having so many issues with my video editing software. But thank you so much for taking the time to watch and listen, and I will see you all again in the next video.